So in this problem, we're told that a silicon wafer with dimensions 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters by 0.03 centimeters contains 0.0996 moles of silicon. How many grams of silicon does this represent? So the first thing we want to do is we want to collect and organize our data. So I always like to write out what information we're given. We're given the moles of silicon, and we're also given enough information to actually calculate the volume of the sample. And what we want is grams of silicon. So the next step after collecting and organizing our data is to analyze our data. So I'm asked for grams of silicon, and I know that the conversion factor between moles and mass is molar mass. So I actually don't need the volume of the sample. This information up here about the dimensions is really not necessary. What I do need are my moles, and then I can convert to grams using my molar mass. So the conversion factor between mole and mass is molar mass, and if I look at my periodic table, I will see that 1 mole of silicon is equal to 28.09 grams of silicon. And here's a section of the periodic table. Right here is silicon, atomic number 14, and right here is its average atomic mass. I've just rounded it to the nearest hundredth, so 28.09 grams. So that's where we get the molar mass from, the periodic table. So now I want to do a double unit check. I have mole of silicon here, and it's not on the slide, but I was given moles of silicon, so I was given this. And then I have mass of silicon here, and again it's not on the slide, but I wanted mass of silicon. So I have 2 of every units, which means I can do my railroad math. So I always start with what I'm given, 0.0996 moles of silicon, and then I arrange my conversion factor so that my unwanted units cancel out. So since I have moles in my numerator, I want moles in my denominator. And everything cancels out except for my units of grams. When I multiply my numerators together, I get 2.797764, and I would divide by 1, which doesn't change its value. And since I'm given 3 sig figs, I want to express my answer with 3 sig figs. So there's my last allowable digit. I look to the right, that's a 7. So my 9 is going to round up to 10. So 2.80 grams of silicon would be the answer with correct sig figs. So does this make sense? So my moles of silicon that I'm given is about 1/10 of a mole. It's about 0.1 moles if I round. And 1/10 of a mole would be about 2.8 grams if I look at its molar mass. So yes, this answer does make sense.